Hi, it's Outdoorsygal here. I'd like to welcome you to watch the up-close and personal interview that I was granted by Aquachigger. I was very fortunate to have him here at my home for a couple days, and the weather didn't turn out all that great, so we never did get a chance to go out for a metal detecting hunt or a magnet fish or even a walk in the bush, whatever. So we did an interview instead. Stay tuned. It's coming up in a minute. Hi, it's Outdoorsygal here, and I have a very special guest. I have Aquachigger. Well, we met.
The Chig.
Yeah. And I'm very privileged to have him here at my house. And At my house.
I'm glad you got my name right too. We met.
We met.
Most people don't get my name right yet.
And we did met. And we did meet.
A lot of people up here get my name right.
Because they say Willette or we met.
Yeah. Well, no, up here they know it. They see that and they say we met. States is omelet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So this is a bit
Let's just say A as much as possible because soon I'll be back home and I can't say that. So.
Well, you can. It'll just be a carryover.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So anyway, I was just going to ask you a bunch of silly questions.
Sure, ask away anything you want.
I was trying.
If I don't want to answer it, I won't.
I was trying to think of stuff that maybe you haven't been asked before, but we're not really sure, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So, how do you think your videos are impacting children?
You know, I think I'm a very positive influence with children because, and of course, my channel is kid friendly.
Yeah.
I try to keep everything, no cussing or anything like that, and I get a lot of feedback from kids and their parents that, when they watch my videos, it gives them a better appreciation for the outdoors and for other things they could do besides sitting at the computer, playing games, or just being little jerks. It kind of gives them something. Just opens, I always say about the blinders, taking the blinders off. I think it does that with children as well as adults.
Yeah.
It just shows a different world, whether you're out looking at the wildlife or metal detecting. Of course, a lot of my videos metal detecting, but I think it's really good for them. I get a lot of really good feedback. When I do my videos, I try not to keep it just about metal detecting.
Yeah.
Even if it's a metal detecting video. Try to branch off, look at the flowers, look at the bugs, talk about different things. I think it really gets the attention of the youngsters, especially, because a lot of them haven't seen anything like that.
No,
yet.
they're too busy indoors going like this.
Yeah, and they're young, so it gives them kind of an idea of what's out there, and I think I'm a good influence with that. Kids seem to like me for some, I don't know why.
Well,
they seem to.
You have a good personality. so
yeah.
This is like the main reason why you have a YouTube channel, or?
Well, yeah, when I started out doing the videos, I wanted to tell a story. For me, every video I try to make a story out of it. It's not just, signal, dig, 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 wow, signal, dig, dig, dig. I want to make a story out of it, whether it's just metal detecting, seeing those other things. I forgot what the question was, but I'm on the right path. What's the question?
About, why you started having a YouTube channel.
Exactly. So, with every video, I can tell a story.
Right.
And I can educate people. Or try, maybe not educate, but just give them the benefit of what I've done in my life.
Yeah.
The different things I've seen. And I just think it's, that's what drives me now more than anything. Because I could go metal detecting without a camera, find lots of stuff, but there's nothing to share with others. I think we all are like sharing people, most people in this hobby. Fairly sociable, at least when we're together as a group. But we want to share our stories, we want to share our finds, and I think that's what drives me now. I mean, if I wasn't doing YouTube, making the little stupid videos I make, I don't even know if I'd be detecting.
You'd be taking pictures.
Well, maybe not. But I mean, it really adds another element to the whole thing. That's why I tell people you should consider doing videos and stuff like that, because it just adds another element to the experience, the life experience that you can share with others. And what I find surprising is that so many people our age are doing it. They're picking up a camera and they're telling their life story through video and sharing it with others.
I try to sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it takes some practice, and we all have different techniques. But I just find that interesting.
Yes.
That our age group You know, I met so many people up here that are just getting into it and want to do it. You know, they're not doing it for the money. They want to tell a story and share their experiences.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
leave a legacy of sorts.
Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly. You know, 'cause every video is like writing a little book. You know, everybody always says, Aquachigger, you should write a book. You know so much. But you know what? I kind of am already. You know, I'm making this video. I'm telling a story. I'm sharing it with the world. You know, instead of writing a book and having 20,000 people buy it,
Yeah.
I'm making a video and having 300,000 people watch it. It's like it's just amazing. It's an amazing way we can communicate. And a lot of what I get, people from overseas know nothing about America. And that's a big thing too. I just want to bring up, because I know I'm going to forget this, but when you're making videos, if you're into YouTube or want to get into YouTube, keep in mind that the average person out there doesn't know anything about this. I would. That's what when I first started, I would never show the wildlife and stuff because I just assumed everyone knows what a possum looks like,
Yeah.
what a groundhog den looks like. With this, I just kind of assumed it. But in reality, most people have no idea because they've never seen that. They've never had that experience.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
With my videos, and I'm glad you showed me this. I didn't know how to pick fiddleheads properly.
And it's just simple stuff. I mean, it's the very basic things that we do in everyday life that you can incorporate into your videos to help tell that story. And it gives you satisfaction.
Yeah.
And the people are like, wow, I never knew about bluebirds. They're actually blue? And that kind of stuff. And they're serious. You know what I mean?
I don't mean to laugh.
Yeah, no, but it's true.
But I take it for granted too.
That's probably get off track there, but I
That's
think it's
okay.
an important thing though for people like us and you've got people watching this probably because they're already on YouTube.
Yeah.
To keep that in mind. That just take it for granted that the average person doesn't have the experiences that you have.
True.
And this is a good way for you to share that.
Well, even in other countries, like people are watching from other countries,
Yeah.
and they don't know what's over here where we are,
Right.
in North America.
The people in your the next door neighborhood, they don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a mile down the road, your experience is so different than what they're used to.
And
Even
shut-ins.
simple experiences.
Shut-ins.
Yeah, I get a lot of that. The people who you can't get out. But see, that's kind of a different, a little bit different than what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, I know.
But telling that story and not just making it beep beep. Oh wow, I found a silver dime or something, is good for the people who, like you say, can't get out for whatever reason, whether medical or psychological.
And they
or
feel
whatever.
like they're right with you.
Yeah.
In your videos.
Yeah. So always try to tell a story. I think when you're doing a video.
Awesome.
I think so. I could be wrong.
So, how do you deal with the people that write in negatively, like you call them trolls?
Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest things for anyone getting on YouTube to deal with.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people out there who don't necessarily hate you,
No.
but want to stir up trouble. That's their way to get attention. There's a lot of different things you can do with your YouTube channel so that you don't have to put up with that. You can do, I forget what it's called, but you can tag certain words.
Right.
So if that word shows up in a comment, you have to approve it. So whether it's a curse word or your kid's name or your wife's name or something like that where people make lewd comments.
And you don't want it seen.
Right, it catches it and you have to approve it or delete it. Now at that point, if the people are really crazy, you can hide their comments. There's a little thing you can check. And when those people make lewd comments, no one in the world can see it but them. So they don't even know they've been secretly
So it
blocked.
feeds their ego.
Feeds their ego, and no, eventually some figure it out because no one's replying. But I think that's an important tool for not only adults, but if your kids are doing YouTube, to make sure you get on there and put in those keywords, everything you can think of, and you're going to have to type it out. And a lot of times what you can do is, as you get more comments, you'll see the words that people are using, and just keep feeding them in there. So you have to approve those things. And either block the person or give them a chance. And
It's like personal censorship.
yeah, I mean, I do it for if I'm digging this area that, I don't want to tell the world yet. I might put the name of the town in there.
Oh, yeah.
The location of the park.
So
that
they
way, when
can't-
people say, "Oh, I recognize that. That's Higginbottom's Park,"
Yeah.
well, that comment doesn't make it to the page.
Perfect.
I have to prove it or not. A lot of people don't think about that, but it's one way to kind of keep a place a secret.
That's a really good idea.
It is.
Because I have a few
I don't think I
secret
ever told you
spots.
that,
I'm
did
gonna-
I?
No.
Yeah, so that way when someone recognizes it, those keywords will automatically get filtered out to whether you want to prove it or not.
That's a really good idea. I'm gonna have to do some editing myself, or whatever you call it. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Aquachigger, for letting me interview you. Part 2 will be coming up soon here, and you might have to search for it. Hopefully it just loads. And would appreciate a like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And also check out Aquachigger's YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of informative and fun videos on there. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. Hi, it's Outdoorsygal again. Please enjoy part 2 of this series of up close and personal questions asked during an interview with Aquachigger. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out his channel. Oh, so I'm not really sure if we kind of touched on it, but how do you want to impact people with your messages on Facebook, on YouTube?
Yeah. Well, naturally, I want to make a positive impact on people. I want to show them that there's other stuff out there to do, and that really anyone can do it. I mean, I've been metal detecting a long time, but most anyone can do it. And I hope to show people how to do it.
Yeah.
A lot of my videos, I explain what I'm doing, so it gives them a better understanding of when they want to try something, what to expect.
Yeah.
So it's I like to think of my channel as my videos more as educational. I know they're categorized. I forget how they categorize entertainment.
Entertainment.
But I try to make it educational, one way or the other. Not really tell everybody because I'm so bossy. God, I can't stand it. I'm so bossy. I have to edit my videos a lot when I'm with people, and people they notice that. But I try my best. We're all human, right?
We all
have
enjoy
our
them.
faults. The Chig isn't perfect.
But that's the charm. You feel like you're right with you in the videos, and you're yourself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you make it fun. I don't know.
Try to.
So, Patreon. I'm not really understanding the concept of Patreon.
The Patreon is it's something anyone can do. Any artist or anything can do. I want to say organization, but it's not an organization. But it's set up so that YouTubers or artists or musicians can receive basically donations from the public and people that like them and want to help support what they do. Okay, so let's just talk about YouTube since that's what we are. I have a Patreon page, and what I do is it's a subscription-based thing. They have to pay. There's no way to make it just free for everybody.
Is it
Goes to
minimal and
Well, I think $1. I mean, my basic and biggest category is $1 a month. Okay, goes to the Patreon. People have to make some money, so I think that's why it's $1. Well, what I do is, I got a big channel. I cannot read all my comments. I'll get thousands of comments a day. I try to keep up when I first post one for a couple hours, and that's all I can do. So I have this Patreon page set up where people can go over there for $1 a month, and I post my videos over there as well, and they can watch the videos from there and ask questions. Like if you have questions about metal detecting, questions about the video, and I'll answer every question to the best of my ability. So people that really want to interact with me, it's a filter.
yeah.
I use it kind of as a filter. They're able to, and it's $1 a month. I mean, I get 80 cents. It's not a money maker thing, but it's a way for me to interact with people who really want to, who really have questions that they want answered, and
It gets your attention faster than on your YouTube channel.
yeah, because I can't answer those comments. So I do that, and there's other categories where some people really want to support your channel. And I have different categories where they can just donate more money, and it's a month-to-month thing that rolls over, but you can get out of it any time.
That'd be awesome.
It is. I think it's a good program because there's really no other way to easily communicate with millions of people. Well, not millions, but a lot of people where there's no
thousands.
filter. There's no filters, and there's too many questions are out there for me. So
Okay.
it's just a $1 a month filter. It's like, I don't know.
Why not?
It seems to work because I do answer those questions.
Okay, so getting
My
back
hands
to
are
your
filthy. Jeez.
from
I've been up here. This is like day 11 up in Canada, and I'm pretty filthy. Fingernails are all rough. You'll see the videos.
so what do you think about us Canadians?
Friendly people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just saying that because I'm sitting here, right?
I didn't say present company excluded. No, yeah, you guys are great. I mean, I've had a blast. We started out at the Radio World rally on the beach there.
Oh, wasn't
with
that
the
awesome?
Jack and
That
stuff.
was
And that was
so
a
much
great time.
Yeah.
I met hundreds of people there, and everybody was so nice. And since then, I've been just traveling around, visiting different, basically YouTubers and doing videos with them.
Any
Kind of like, we're doing stuff, and I did videos with a bunch of other people.
and
11
any
days.
terminology things that you notice that is different, like they say?
Not too much. I mean, the accent is, of course, about, and a.
Hey,
Say a, but you notice in my videos
I
I
say
do the
a
same
lot.
thing. I do it too. Not as much as you guys, but no, it's just you're good people.
well, thank
You know what I mean? Everybody is very friendly and says sorry a lot.
Sorry, yeah, we
Sorry,
do.
sorry. They don't
Don't
mean
I?
it. Yeah, that's like me and mine to say, yeah, we say sorry a lot, but we don't really mean it.
I do.
He's a great guy. Lots of videos with him.
And we go
But,
on holidays, and you guys go on vacation.
vacation. Yeah, you're the UK people are always holiday.
Holiday, yeah, we're going on
yeah.
holidays. Mhm.
Yeah.
And let me see. Well, then there's all the booze talk, right? The booze talk's always fun, like a 2-4, and a
I had no idea. That's like a foreign language when you start talking about
Texas
that kind of
Mickey.
stuff. Yeah, I totally out of the loop on that. So,
Or
He's like, hey, just give me a beer.
or a soaker. A soaker. I think I told
What's
you
a
what a
soaker?
soaker is. That's when you get your feet wet. When you get your foot wet, it's a soaker. Like when you're in the puff, puff
okay,
mud,
yeah,
like
yeah.
in,
Yeah, right. Soaker.
you get a soaker. Yeah.
No, we don't say that.
I know, it's just one of those weird
Yeah.
things that are indicative to Canada, I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
So, preparing for hunts. I wanted to lightly touch on that.
Preparing.
Like when you're going.
All up here. There's what do you mean, like gear and stuff?
Yeah,
or-
gear, like, okay, you're going for a certain kind of hunt. Do you make sure you have the same kind of gear all the time? Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty much a minimalist when it comes to when I go metal detecting.
Okay.
A lot of people bring everything. And
Yeah.
I usually bring what I need, but I always leave something behind.
oh,
I mean, you've seen my videos.
That's human.
I always leave something behind.
Yeah.
But I don't like to carry a lot of extra gear because the gear weighs a lot, especially
Yeah.
after you're walking around for 12 hours in the woods.
now what
Yeah.
about ticks? What about ticks?
Ticks, yeah. I get a lot of questions about ticks and how do you deal with ticks. In the past, you just pick them off, but you can go through areas where you might get 30 ticks in like a minute.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be gross.
Yeah,
right?
they're like they call
Totally.
it seed ticks. Basically, they're baby ticks. But with the Lyme disease and stuff that's so prevalent now, especially in the U.S., the south of the East
Yeah.
Coast,
Yeah.
there is a. This is what I'm going to recommend. There's a spray. It has I can never say the word permethrins in it. It's I think Repel makes it. It's a type of spray. It's for your clothes.
Yeah.
You don't want to spray it on your face. And what you do is you take your digging clothes and you spray the stuff on your digging clothes, and they say it lasts for like 3 washings. And
That'd be good.
so you kind of have to have dedicated clothes. It's supposed to be perfectly safe. But when the ticks get on, they crawl a little bit and they just die. It's like amazing stuff. It's some type of artificial say it.
No idea.
Permethrin, which is the chrysanthemum juice, I think.
Oh, so it's
Somehow related to chrysanthemums, I think.
it's not going to hurt pets then.
No, it's supposed to be perfectly safe.
Awesome. 'cause-
But yeah, I would highly recommend that if you're in especially any place they have a lot of Lyme disease, because I know a lot of people that get that, and it can be totally debilitating.
Yeah.
Totally, I mean, it can really mess you up. Spray that stuff on your digging clothes, and you'll be good to go.
Okay, what about poison ivy? Like, how do you deal with that?
Leaves of 3, let them be.
There you go.
There's other things with 3 leaves, but just stay away from 3-leaf plants. And the problem with the poison ivy, of course, it's an oil that gets you. So it's not like just rubbing. It's not the leaf itself. It's oils that get on you. It's really hard to get off. So
Yes.
just clothes. You can put lots of clothes on and try not to dig where there's a lot of vines that have 3 leaves. Which I've been doing all week. All week basically.
So I'm not really sure what else to talk about exactly. Like, we've covered quite a bit, but without trying to duplicate other interviews that you've had. Well, that was part 2. Part 3 is coming up. There's more to come soon. Thanks, Aquachigger, for the part 2 of the interview. Please like and subscribe, everyone, if you wouldn't mind below. I would appreciate all the help I can get. And please check out Aquachigger's YouTube channel as well. The links are below in the description. Thanks again, guys. Stay tuned for part 3 coming soon. Everyone, Outdoorsygal here again. Thank you for watching parts 1 and 2 of Aquachigger, the Up Close Interview 2018. I've had a really good time while he was here at our home, and got to know him a little bit better, and I hope that with all the footage that I have gotten, that you will get to know him better. Here is part 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Off the wall thing, favorite foods. If you can...
Favorite foods, everything but curry.
You don't like curry?
No.
Really?
I don't like curry very much for some reason. I think I ate something when I was young that had a lot of curry in it, and I got very sick. Maybe not from the curry, it might have been from, I think it was from something else. But ever since then, I don't really like it. And when I was in England, we had a proper English curry, because of course the English love curry. Everybody loved it but me. But I don't know, I just don't like curry.
Okay.
I can eat curry.
Wait, okay, Mountain Dew?
Well, if I need to, like, pop and be awake to do interviews, Mountain Dew will keep me up.
Instead
Yeah,
of
there's a lot of
coffee.
caffeine in it. Coffee doesn't do near as much. I can drink a glass of Mountain Dew and just be wide awake for all night. Something was a lot of caffeine. They put caffeine in it, so. But that's not something I drink a lot of. But if I'm going on a long hunt, I might like stoke the furnace with Mountain Dew.
And ramen noodles?
Ramen.
Can't say it.
Yeah, you know, I eat a lot of those, but mainly because I don't eat out when I'm traveling very much.
And they travel well.
And they travel well. They're just dry things. You heat up some water and put the powder in there, like bouillon, and yeah.
Right
And
on.
everybody says they're terrible for you, but you know, that's life.
Gives
Pretty
you
much everything is terrible for
energy
you.
because of the carbs.
Well, it's easy.
and it's
And I like
easy.
easy, and I'll eat anything. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be like a nice meal. I just done.
Just so you know,
it's not important.
He tried Nanaimo bars. That's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, they were
Nanaimo.
delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
And so was your moose.
Oh,
Moose.
I made moose meat spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it really was. Yeah. She gives me a plate of food. It's like this big around and this tall. You know, like there is no way I could eat that much. But I did.
He did! I was surprised, but
I could eat a lot.
he passed the test. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. There's something I wanted to say that I thought was really cool in one of your other videos that I quote you. You said, keep an open mind
Yeah.
and everything is a teaching moment. That should be on a t-shirt, by the way, and then have with that.
ChiggsArmy.
ChiggsArmy, something, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, that kind of goes back to telling a story and just learning about everything that's out there. You know, keep the open mind, you know, take the blinders off, look at what's around you, investigate it, because everything's really kind of a mystery until you understand exactly what it is.
I love
There's
it.
so many mysteries out there, you know, it's
Yeah.
fun. I think that's why we detect.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a mystery. Everything's a mystery, really. I mean,
What lies
it's-
beneath.
Yeah, it's not just an Easter egg hunt, but
Yeah.
you know, you find something, you want to know about it, you want to research it.
Yeah.
and, you know, so
fun.
it's all about a boot. I say
A
that.
boot?
I say that for real life, in real life. So yeah, so that's kind of what I tell people. Don't just focus on just metal detecting and find as many silver coins as you can.
It's not all about
I mean,
treasure.
yeah, you know, it isn't. It really isn't.
And we're
I
not
mean, to
all
some people,
pirates.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if you want to be the person.
Yeah.
That's all you want to find is silver coins. You don't care about looking at the book. Nothing wrong with that. But, you know, when you're talking about the youth and the children and get them interested, you know, I think that you need to look a little beyond that. You know, it's a lifestyle. Make it a lifestyle choice for the kids and for the people. You know, and then go whatever direction they
And
want to.
appreciating the environment at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're one of those people that just wants to find silver coins, you don't care about anything else, that's fine. That's your release.
I
Just
guess.
like some guys, all they want to do is fish.
I wonder who that would be.
Robbie's a fisherman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like looking at his tackle.
Hardcore.
I'm looking at his tackle boxes.
I know.
I know. Yeah.
Like
He's got some
women are-
awesome stuff.
It's like women are with jewelry or shoes or something.
yeah,
Not me,
lures,
but
lures,
some women.
So,
It's-
but you know that's fine.
That's his jewelry.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he was focused on fishing. That's
Yeah.
his release.
Yeah.
You know. So.
So tell me about this shirt.
Oh yeah, dive detecting.
I love this shirt.
Yeah,
by
I
the
did
way.
some.
I have one too.
Did some diving. I can't remember his YouTube name, Steve, and I the other guy.
Zazalek.
Yeah, what's
Sorry,
what's
Steve.
his YouTube-
Oh.
Steve understands. He's the exact same way. Anyway, so they took me diving, looking for rings and stuff, and found. I didn't find any rings, but I found tons of old coins, and he found like 4 beautiful gold
So
rings.
there's a video coming for that, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Water's crystal clear. But anyway, he made these T-shirts. It's really cool, dive detecting, and I didn't know about this glows in the dark, because Nugget Noggin, we went together with him, and we stopped on a sidewalk tear out on the way back, and it was dark, getting dark. So we were out there detecting, having a ball, making videos, and I looked over at him. He's like glowing. Normally you don't want to stand out. You know what I mean? He's like glowing. It was really cool.
That's
so
cool.
I have videos coming up. Yeah.
And you did other videos with Redbeard and Pop Can Dan
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Me Miner
Yeah.
and J3B.
Right.
Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? And me,
Yeah,
Outdoorsygal.
It's one more.
Yeah, there's one more.
Ooh. Aren't you gonna remember Steve's YouTube?
I know.
I don't have a brain anymore. I mean, I
Neither do
don't
I.
have a memory, but sorry, Steve. But I'll put your video up. Don't worry.
We've
It
had
was a good
late
video.
nights, and we were playing with flashlights last night and everything. So.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a flashlight light off, in the contest. And I just happened to bring that giant one I just got, and it was pretty.
It was really
yeah,
awesome.
It was fun. You might even have done a video on that. I don't know.
We'll see
But
what
we'll
happens.
see.
I haven't
If I
looked
had
at
it,
it.
I would show it. It was priceless when that thing fired up.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was quite a big surprise. I mean, how bright it is in real life. You see it on your video and you think, yeah, it's bright. But, my husband Johnny's like, I wonder if my light could beat his.
It was a big contest.
Yeah.
USA. Yeah, me, Meyer, and I had a few contests or two like that too about
Yeah.
who could find the most.
Oh.
USA.
Oh, there you
I'm not
go,
like that
eh?
in real life, but you know what I mean. It was just funny.
I'm trying to think what else here.
Well, I tell you what, I have to go.
This. I know, he's got to go back
I have
home.
10-hour drive today, and I want to get home before it gets dark.
You saw this on one of his videos.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to publish
And
it.
Bill
yet either.
Dancy, thank you so much for autographing it. I'm going to have Bo autograph it as recommending it. If you wouldn't mind.
No, that's fine.
Okay,
Sure,
we'll do
yeah.
this after.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. That's it. It's too late. You can't buy them anymore, and that book's probably going to be worth 3 times what you paid for it next year.
It was
You know what I
crazy
mean?
just getting it here to Canada.
Yeah.
The book was about $50 US, and then almost $50 to send it here.
Yeah, but you had a roundabout way of getting it.
I
and
did.
Stuff, so
I'm just
that's not fair.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Joy. Anyway, so I guess that's about it for now because he's chomping
Yeah,
at the bit to
yeah, I
get
know.
going. And I want to thank
I
you.
got a full belly, got some eggs and steak for breakfast, and so I'm ready to go.
And he's been playing with the kitty cat because we have a
Yeah,
cat.
got covered with white hair.
He's got
He's a
all
good
white
kitty.
hair all over him. So
Yeah. I tried to get him to come up here, but he took off. So.
yeah, I don't know. She's shy, eh?
Yeah.
So thank you very much for everything. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
No
Okay,
problem.
you've been so very kind and really appreciate it. Slept in the yard of my truck. The chick rig's right there.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, well, there's a chick
I
rig
always
up
like
there.
to sleep in the chick rig because I got a nice comfortable bed and I sleep like a little baby in there, so it's wonderful.
That's cool. Eh?
Well, yeah, thanks for being the most gracious host.
Oh.
Yes, hostess, I guess you'd say.
You're welcome.
And everyone's just been wonderful up here. No,
Good.
I'll be back, I promise you that.
Right on.
Right on. Hey.
This is it. Thanks for tuning in. So make sure you subscribe and like his channel.
Subscribe and like your channel too. I'm sure everyone has, but you do that.
Thank
do
you.
that, right? Adios.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Hi
You
everyone.
know what?
Thanks for watching part 3 of Aquachigger, the up close interview 2018. If you haven't already, please watch Aquachigger, the up close interview parts 1 and 2 here on my channel. I appreciate a like and subscribe. It's very kind of you to do that. And some of you were wondering about some of the props I had in the background. I'll show you a couple of them here. This is a wicker basket I made a long time ago out of dogwood and willow, out of sticks in the ditch in the springtime. And this is a chamber pot I found in the ditch that some 12 gauge enthusiasts had a ball with. Oh, I didn't have a lot of time to put anything in the background, so that was what I got. However, please check out Aquachigger's channel here on YouTube as well. He is very informative and interesting to watch. So, thanks again, guys. Stay tuned for another video coming soon.